Hey guys, it's time for skills today. So what are you gonna need? Just everything. Just get everything, all your skill stuff. You need your highlighter, your dictionary, your pencil. You need snapshots, which means we're going to read another story. You need your workbook, which means we're going to clearly work in our workbook. Oh, that's why they call it a workbook. Makes sense. All right, so let's start with blending and segmenting. Today I think we're going to do all blending, which means I give you sounds, you give me words. Okay? Fun. Good job. It. Hit. A. Stay. Oak. So. Alright, so those all had 3 phonemes. 3 phonemes means 3 sounds. Let's do some 4 phoneme words. You know how when you say the word phone, you use it to listen to other people? So phone, phoneme, it's all about sounds, okay? Ready? Some 4 phoneme, 4 sound words. At, hats, green, looks, weeks. Excellent job blending the words that I segmented for you. Now, let's go ahead to our dictionaries and add 2 new words. Yay!
Yes, we have new words. Our new words today are said and says. Alright, so let's sound these words out and figure out what part makes these words tricky. What part makes these words tricky?
Ms. Coulter, please contact the office. Ms. Coulter.
Doesn't it feel so normal when announcements happen? Alright, so let's look at the word and see what is tricky. Ed. Said. Alright, so the sounds I heard were s, e, d. I heard said. So that means the vowel sound in this word is the tricky part. It does not play by the rules because S, S, D, D. Okay, that checks out. But AI, making the E sound, that's what makes this word tricky. That's the part you have to learn by heart. You have to memorize that part. So the word is said. S-A-I-D. Our next word is says. Says. So says. Those are the sounds you hear in this word. These are the sounds you hear in this word. The S plays by the rules, check. This vowel business over here, in this case the spelling of the A and the Y is making the E sound, and S making the Z sound, Z. That's not actually tricky. But it isn't something we officially know yet. Sometimes S at the end of words does more so sound like a Z than a S. And we did already discuss how they are sister sounds. So, S. So that means this part right here is the memorizing part. So let's spell the word. S-A-Y-S. Says. Excellent. So now we can go ahead and put said and says in our dictionary. Both of them start with the letter S, so we know we're only going to one section. But which word comes first in the dictionary? Said or says? Alright, the first letter is the same. The second letter is the same, which means we need to look at the third letter. The I in said and the Y in says. So knowing the third letter where there's a difference is I and Y, which word will I look up first? That's right, said. Okay, so let's get my dictionary. Another word that starts after the middle. So nope, we're not going to start at the beginning. We're just going to open it and see where we fall. We land it. Now if we land it way up here, of course, just keep going. Keep going. We're going all the way up to the letter S. So right now I'm at N-O-P-Q-R S. Yay! All right, so let's start at the beginning. We know they're both SA, so they should be here somewhere. S-A-D, S-A-F. Oh, there we go. Here is said. Here we have said. S-A-I-D. He said it was time to go. Okay. S-A-I still. S-A-L. S-A-M. S-A-N. Oh! Look, we found it. The only thing is, and it's very strange, so we're going to add a star to it, because this word is like very tricky. The word says sounds like says when you add this S, correct? But without the S, it sounds like say. Why is that? Well, we can explore that more later. So even though this is here, I don't want us to use it. I don't want us to use it because the sound doesn't match. It literally has a different sound when you add an S. Sounds like a whole different word. So we're going to add the word says. S-A-Y-S. And highlight it. One pass over. Says. Well, my mama says, I am very smart and that she is very proud of me. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so our words today, we added word said and says. Said and says. So now go ahead and put your dictionary and your highlighter and your pencil away. Clean up my space. Erase my notes. And we're going to get out our book titled Snapshots, your reader snapshots. We're going to go to the table of contents again. There's your title page. Here is your table of contents. Last time we read the story Beth. Today we're going to read the story Nat, the next story. Nat. What page number does the story Nat start on? Page number 10. Nat starts on page number 10. Let's turn to find page 10. 3, 5, 7, 9. Alright, page is 10 and 11. The story is titled Nat. Alright, again today, I will be your partner A, so I will read it first. You will pause this video and read it to yourself if you can. If you can't, I'm hoping someone's there to help you. If you can't read it by yourself and no one is there to help you, rewind and watch me read it again. I'll be your partner B too if you need me, okay? Alright, let's go. This is Nat. Nat is a kid I met at camp. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is I? Who is I in the book Snapshots? No, that little boy on the cover we just discovered is Nat. So who's I? Who did we learn about in our first story? Beth. Okay, which means Beth is still the reader. Beth is still the writer. She is the author. She is the person telling us the story. So when we see the word I in this book, this whole book, we're referring to, or we're talking about Beth. She is our storyteller. So that means Beth met Nat at camp. All right, let's start the page over since we had to discuss it. This is Nat. Nat is a kid I met at camp. I have lots of snapshots of Nat. This is a snapshot of Nat with a fish. Nat caught a fish. This is a snapshot of Nat on a raft. Nat and I had lots of fun at camp. But then Nat's mom got a job in the UK. Nat left, and I felt sad. Oh, wait, who's sad? Beth is sad. And skirt! We need to stop because this here is the title of another story, which means we have finished reading the story Nat. Like I said, I'm partner A, you go be partner B, find a partner B, or rewind and listen to me read again, and I'll be your partner B. Okay, now once you're done with the second read through, we can go ahead and answer the questions in our cat book. All right, let's go. Okay, so now we are in our cat books. We're looking at page 20.2. Yes, I skipped 20.1 on purpose because this is what we're going to start. We're going to do our story together first. So then, not the next page. We'll skip the next page. We'll go back to this one in a minute. But after that, 20.2, the same as yesterday, yours is front and back. Front and back. But I made mine where you can see both sides at once, so that way you can see all the answers. We'll notice we have 2 multiple choice questions and 2 short answer where you have to write a complete sentence. The first question reads, Beth and Nat met, ... which means we need to finish the sentence. So they met in the UK, at camp, or on a bus. Do you remember? Well, here's another question. Do you have to remember? No, but you have to know is where to find the answer if you don't, which is in your reader, which should be open because all the answers to all the questions about a story come from the story. And it says right here on page number 10, the first page of this story, that Nat is a kid I met at camp. And we already know that Beth and is I. So Beth and Nat met, color in the bubble, at camp. Question number 2. Who got a lot of snapshots of Nat? Who got a lot of snapshots of Nat? Well, the story said I, and I is Beth. Alright. That is technically the correct answer, but like we discussed before, we're working towards first grade complete sentence answers. Beth got a lot of snapshots of Nat. Period. That's the end of the sentence. Beth got a lot of snapshots of Nat. So the word, the name, Beth answers the question. The rest of the words provide us the information to make a complete sentence. Who got a lot of snapshots of Nat? Beth got a lot of snapshots of Nat. Let's keep going. Question number 3. Beth got a snapshot of Nat with a mask on, a frog, a fish. Where can I find the answer? Oh, right. In my reader, which is open, so we're going to turn the page. Oh, look at it there. And here's the snapshot or picture of Nat with the fish. Nat and the fish. Good job. Nat and a fish. The last question is, who got a job in the UK? And we'll talk more about the UK, I think, next week, maybe the week after. But the UK is a different country, all the way on the other side of the world from where Beth lives. And who got a job in the UK? No, that's Nat on a raft. Let's keep going. Oh, here it is. You see right there? But then Nat's mom got a job in the UK. So the answer to our question, who got a job in the UK? Nat, apostrophe S, Nat's mom. Okay. So Nat's mom. We put that apostrophe to show that this mom belongs to Nat. So it's the mom of Nat. Nat's mom is the answer. We need more words to make our complete sentence. Nat's mom got a job in the UK. Nat's mom got a job in the UK. And we capitalize both the letters because that is the abbreviation for the whole name, the United Kingdom. So it's an abbreviation. It's kind of like a nickname. It's a nickname for that country, and we're going to capitalize it because it is the name of a specific place. Another example of a noun. So Nat's mom got a job in the UK is our complete sentence answer to the question. Yes, this is playing in real time, and if I still wrote too fast, just pause the video and finish your writing, and then we'll go on to our next task in just a moment. I don't want to erase it yet just yet. I want you to have a good shot of it. Alright, so we're done with that. And we're going to now switch gears. Put your book aside. We're going to switch gears. Don't put it away, just put it aside. We're switching gears. We're going to do a chain, or a couple chains actually. And we're going to do 2 more digraphs, 2 more letters making 2 more digraphs, 2 more examples of 2 letters making 1 sound. Okay, let me get my book so I can see my chain. Alright, so the first word in this chain will be the word sing. 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 Alright, so that N and that G together make a distinctive sound. That's not quite a and not quite a G. Okay? Alright. So listen to these examples of the N versus the NG. You ready? Say, just real quick, we'll keep going with the chain, but just real quick. Say kin. Say king. Do you hear and feel how the NG starts further back in your mouth? Kin. King. Right. Try pen. Ping. Like I'm exaggerating it so you can see it. Watch. Pen. Ping. Like it stretches your neck more when you make that. Say Say It's got a bigger stretch to it, right? Ban. Bang. You hear it? All right, good. So now back to sing and some chaining with that sing. This isn't new, I'm reminding you, technically this is a review, and that's great. So if I want to go from ing to ong, where am I making a change? Good job, I'm going from sing to ong. Ong. Song. From sing to song. From song to long. Song to long. I'm changing the first sound. Excellent. Song to long. Alright? Next. From long to lung. Long to lung. Okay? I'm changing the middle sound, the medial sound, in this case the vowel, from to lung. Let's put one more word in this chain. Let's go from lung to hung. do one more, from hung to hug. You hear how the G now just sounds like a G, and it's not part of that digraph, that right. Hung to hug. I'm still following the same rules of changing one sound. I changed one sound. Hug. Good job. So our other digraph for today is another familiar one. Let's do the chain this time first, okay? This chain, we're going to start with the word quip. 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 That's that digraph QU. Those two letters are always together. QU, queen, quip. Quip. So if I'm going from quip to quiz, quip to quiz, I'm changing the final sound. Quip to qua. Is quiz. From quip to quiz to quit. Quip to quiz to quit. Quit. Excellent. From quit to quilt. Listen carefully. Quit to quilt. I'm adding a fourth sound. Good job. I'm going from quit to quilt. 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 Oftentimes, most of the time, pretty much all the time for our first grade purposes, you'll see the QU digraph at the beginning of words. For our first grade purposes, you will not see QU in the middle or at the end. And NG, for first grade, is always going to be at the end of the word or syllable. And I say syllable because when we get into words like longer, you technically now have, let's clap it, longer. 2 claps, 2 syllables. I'll tell you more about that later. The is at the end of long, which could stand alone as a word. Over here so you can see better. Which could stand alone as a word, but this time it's longer, more long. So this is another part that we added, okay? So NG at the end, QU at the beginning. Now, let's get our books back out. We're going to practice writing them. And I know you know about syllables some because you've been clapping them with your Haggerty video lessons that you watched before our skills lesson, right? Good job. Okay, so again, we're practicing the digraph and the digraph being used mostly at the beginning, being used almost exclusively at the end. You're not going to see any words that start with and you're not in first grade, you're not going to see any words that end in okay? All right, so let's practice this writing of the letter formation. One hook. It's kind of like a C and a J connected for the G. And our cue word for here is song. Sing a song. Both of those have the sound. Song. And our next digraph, our last review digraph, I believe, the QU qua. QU qua. Okay. Now this particular formation doesn't have the turn back up, but I prefer it. I think it looks, I prefer it. Sometimes you'll see where the Q curves up and sometimes you won't. Both of those are correct. The keyword they gave us for the Q-U sound is quit. Quit. Let's spell and write the word quit. Q-U-I-T. Quit. All right, so now the fast motion musical completion. You, of course, take your time and write neatly. Okay? All right. Alright, so this is what the finished product looks like, and now the question is, what is going to be your job for your independent work? What is going to be your assignment to go with this? Let's go ahead and erase this so I can show you. Okay, so your assignment, what you're going to turn into me is generated from the back side. So, do I want you to turn to the back side of this piece of paper and write in your book? No, I do not. I do not want you to turn this over and write in your book. Do not do this here. You're going to do this here on this Nearpod slide where you're going to match the words to the pictures. Is that a match? That's not a match. Don't do that. So is this what you do? Yes, this is what you're going to do. So, how? Well, directly underneath this video, it says right here, must do, Cat Book 20.1 back. I took the back side of that piece of paper and I turned it into this Nearpod slide. These words are blue. They are underlined, which means you can click them and it will take you to this page here. And then when you're done with this, on the bottom right, a little box will pop up that says submit. It will also be in blue. But that's all I have for you today. Until next time, of course, questions, any questions. Let me know. I'll make myself available to answer them anytime. Almost anytime, within reason. But that's all we have for today, guys. So, bye!